Yo, 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 Battle Chest, it's your boy Retro Rob. What's happening, people? How's everybody doing this morning, man? I know some places, people that's going to listen to my channel, I know some places it's not morning, it's probably night. But nevertheless, how's everybody doing, man? For those of you who, Eastern Standard Time, hope you have a great day at your jobs, at your school, whatever you're doing today. Hope you have a great, productive day. You feel me? Like I always say, every small step forward is an even bigger step to your goal. If you don't do nothing but get out here and walk around the block a few times, that's something. That stuff adds up like pennies. Also, I want to give a special shout out to my new subscribers. Also, I want to give a shout out to my original subscribers, and my subscribers to come. Also, thanks for the likes, thanks for the comments. I appreciate and I love the fact that there's people out there that are receptive to my content and are giving their opinion, voicing their opinion. Those people that are subscribed to my channel and have been subscribed to my channel know that I respond, as soon as I can, as soon as possible, and I have dialogue. As you all may know, I still haven't found a solution to my live yet, so y'all gonna have to bear with me and catch the content as I roll it. You feel me? But let's get into it. K-Shine had an interview. I forgot what channel that was on, but he had an interview. It was on the same channel that I discussed with y'all about, if y'all can recall, a few days ago with Head Ice and his homeboys. They was outside and they were doing an interview. K-Shine was out there as well. But it was separate interviews, but it was the same place but separate interviews with Shine and Ice. And K-Shine was asked what he thought about the Goodz and Cassidy battle. And as I predicted and all of you would have, he went with Goodz, and he said, not only went with Goodz, but he said that Goodz beat the dog, S-H-I-T, down Cassidy's legs. Super dramatic, because that did not happen. But you all know he got to say that, because at the end of the day, he represent the battle rap community. You see what I'm saying? And also, I hear people saying this a lot in the battle rap community, that they're going to basically, the first round is basically a give me. The crowd is going to give you the first round, because they're glad that you're back and they hype. They want to see what you want to hear. They want to hear what you're saying, excuse me. I think that's a lie, because many people had their first round booed, and I know a lot of them going to say, well, they weren't industry, were they industry? But at the end of the day, garbage is garbage. You feel me? And I told y'all they're downplaying Cassidy's first round, but he contradicted, as did Head Ice. He said that Cassidy's first round was good, but in the same breath said that the first round is always a gimme. So you can always tell a hater when somebody's not being genuine. Like I always tell people, you're never hating when it's the truth. And K-Shine wasn't being completely honest. He wasn't really being honest at all, for real. And that's how I could tell that he was a hater, because you can tell a hater because a hater never gives the opposition no type of credit. Like I've told y'all in these, these breakdowns with the Cassidy and Goodz, that battle resolution card, I gave Goodz the second round. You see what I'm saying? I just didn't, nobody still haven't told me the best punch he had, the best bar he had, the best line he had. Like, what was a super great bar, super great punch that Goodz had? A super great line. Goodz is just good. He's just average. He's everything that Cassidy said he was before the battle, and he's saying it after the battle. I said it before the battle, and I'm saying it now. Many of you out there that support the channel know that Goodz is just average. Goodz is not in the top 5. Probably none of our top 5s. He's definitely not top 5 all time. May not even be top 10 of all time. You see what I'm saying? So I just want to know. I bet you K-Shine is saying, and K-Shine is a battler, he's saying that Goodz beat the dog, down Cassidy's leg. But I bet you K-Shine can't tell you the bars. He can't break down the bars that Goodz said, that would give us some type of validation, or what, prove his point that Goodz actually beat the dog, down Cassidy's leg. That's why I said, what did Goodz actually do? What did he actually say that was just so extravagant? You see what I'm saying? Yeah, but let's talk about K-Shine and Tay-Rock battle. Since he want to talk, let's talk about K-Shine and Tay-Rock battle. And this is all facts that I'm about to say. I was not impressed by that battle at all. I felt like both of them were garbage. I actually was listening to it. I was falling asleep. And it was a couple battles that, was boring to me. The first battle, even though I kind of like Chef Trez in that battle, I listed part of it, but I just think Shotgun Suge is complete garbage. He can't rap. He relies on his gimmicks. You feel me? But I think Chef Trez does, kind of similar, but Chef Trez does have punches here and there and spats, and he also has great stage presence. He's the young wave, the new wave, so Trez, but Trez isn't that type of person. You can respect people like that because Trez isn't the type of person that is like braggadocious and stuff like that. He's humble. He's a humble young man. You feel me? He actually had Cassidy winning versus Goodz 2-1. As did I and many of you out there. You see what I'm saying? But let's talk about K-Shine and Tay-Rock in that battle. Two people that, were never my favorite, but I'm not going to be biased because they're not. I'm not like them. You feel me? That's what they try to do. They try to act like they're not biased, and I know the bars. I battle rap. I know the bars. Well, tell us the bars. Tell her something that Goodz said that was just so nice, that can validate your point. Because if I tell a person, man, I played dude one-on-one in basketball, and I beat the dog down his legs. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to be able to describe what I did to him. I crossed him up. I stepped back. You see what I'm saying? I beat him by 21 points. We was going to 32. It was 32, whatever. You see what I'm saying? I'd be able to break it down. You see what I'm saying? I'd be able to break down everything detail by detail. You seen how Cassidy did in the 3 Letterman interview and in the No Hopes podcast when he was able to break down his lines line for line, and nobody still wasn't able to break down Goodz. I hear everybody that's saying Goodz won aren't breaking down the bars. They aren't breaking down anything he said that destroyed Cassidy. Because they don't want to admit that Goodz wasn't that nice. Because if they admit that Goodz wasn't that nice, then it doesn't play into their hand as being battle rappers and saying that, industry cats can't come into the battle league and compete. So it doesn't play in their hand. It doesn't play to their favor. So they can't say that. You see what I'm saying? Then Cassidy was talking mad, cash trash, so they can't just, say Cassidy won. They wasn't going to give Cassidy the win either way. Even if he would have came in there and destroyed Goodz. They wouldn't have gave it to him. They wouldn't have gave it to him. Because they have an agenda. The agenda is to keep continuously proving, trying to show the fans that the industry cats can't mess with the battle cats. But I know I keep jumping off topic and early with people, but let's talk about K-Shine and Tay-Rock. I actually went, and my wife can vouch for this, I actually went into the kitchen and started washing dishes. To me, I was not impressed. The battles that I really liked was T-Top versus Rum Nitty, and I know I said this before, T-Top and Rum Nitty, that was a dope battle, and John and New Jersey Twerk. Those were the best battles of the night. All those other battles, and to me, Cassidy and Goodz wasn't the best battle of the night. It was not the best battle. You see what I'm saying? To me, Cassidy had the best, one of the best rounds of the night. Arguably best round of the night, and that was that first round. That, if you ask me and many other people, actually won him the battle. But since people now want to play about a book because it's Cassidy, you notice the game is changing now that we're involving Cassidy. You see what I'm saying? But I'm going to do my best, to try to, because they're trying to stir the narrative and they're trying to, push this narrative that Goodz won and Goodz just beat the holy crap out of Cassidy. So we have to do a great job at telling the real truth, which is Cassidy rapped better than Goodz. Goodz wasn't that impressive. He was okay, but he was just good. You see what I'm saying? That's why it's fitting that he's Goodz, because he's just good. He's regular. Some people are just regular. Some people some people ain't Kobe. Some people ain't LeBron. Some people are just Trevor Ariza. You see what I'm saying? Some people are just what's his name? Chalmers. Mario Chalmers. Used to play with the Heat. Some people are just Norris Cole. You feel me? Ain't everybody can't be. Some people are just Ron Artest, Pau Gasol. Some people are just great role players. Everybody can't be the star. Everybody can't be the star. But they're talking like haters. And like I said, and I'm going to reiterate this, when it's a hater, when I always tell people, hate isn't hate when you're telling nothing but facts. Like, I'm telling you nothing but facts. To me, it was nothing impressive about talking about Cassidy coming up there, these industry rappers coming up there doing the same thing. Tay-Rock and Shine, how many times are you going to do those little hand gestures and guns so big and all that stuff? How many times are you going to do that stuff? And I hear people talking about, well, Cassidy said something about knocking the hippo down in his first round. But if you notice, that was one of Cassidy's best lines of the first round. That shook the whole room. That line shook the whole room. When K-Shine, and you can look back at the battle and check the receipts. When K-Shine and Tay-Rock was battling, nobody was really shaking the room. They was hyping them like they always do. K-Shine with his performance, Rock with his aggression. They were hyping them. That stuff was weak, man. I've heard better from both. That stuff was weak. That did not, talking about not living up to the hype, that did not live up to the hype. Cassidy and Goodz lived up to the hype before the battle. That battle between Cassidy and Goodz, this is facts. The battle between Cassidy and Goodz sold out before the battle, before the actual resolution card. It sold out. Tay-Rock and K-Shine did not do that. They were a part of the resolution card. But the resolution card sold out because of Cassidy and Goodz. This is facts. It's sold out because of Cassidy. Let's just say that. It's sold out because of Cassidy. But Goodz, to be fair to Goodz, not being biased, to be fair to Goodz, Goodz was a part of that. He was the opposition, so we can say Goodz as well. You see what I'm saying? But let's not act like, Shine gave ultimate, and this is what I feel like Shine do. Shine, the fans hype Shine up because of his performance and all of that, but Shine was never been crazy. He done had some lines and stuff like that in certain battles and stuff. He had some quotable lines, but he's never been like super crazy with the punches, never been super crazy with the bars. He's known for, let's keep it a buck. Him and Tay-Rock are known for similar things. They're known for performance and they're known for aggressive styles. That's what they're known for. When you talk about B-Magic, you talk about punching. You see what I'm saying? When you talk about T-Top, you talk about humor. You talk about performance, stage presence. You see what I'm saying? Talk about Dirty Minds, you talk about bars. When you talk about what's my boy name? The Kingpin. I can't remember his name right now. Yeah, when you talk about him, you talk about the scheme. They schemers. Danger Zone is a great schemer. You feel me? You talking about schemers, man. You talk about Big K, you talking about punching. You feel me? When you talk about Daylight, you talk about gimmicks. You talk about lyrical ability. When you talk about Pat Stay, you talk about lyrical ability. You talk about stage presence, being able to control the crowd. You see what I'm saying? Being able to personals. You talking about luck, you talking about personals. We talking about breaking a man's down, going into a man's, you see what I'm saying, life and breaking him down to a small molecule. That's Pat Stay. That's Lux. You see what I'm saying? We can go on and on with this one. We can go on and on with this. So when you think of Tay-Rock and you think of K-Shine, you think of performance and aggression. That's it. That's it. That is it. So to be getting on here talking like, Goodz did all this and all that, which is a complete lie, and to be talking like he's some type of, you know, like he the best battler out there, to be able to, have, like, that's the problem. I feel like it's the issue is that K Shine is, a legend to some people. He's not a legend to me, but he's one of the to me, he's not okay. I can't say he's one of the best because then I'll be lying. You see what I'm saying? I cannot lie, and it's not being biased. I'm just not impressed. You see what I'm saying? You call it tomato, I call it tomato. You might think Pau Gasol was an all-star. I think Pau Gasol was just a great role player that had the potential to be an all-star. Everybody has their opinions, and I've never been too crazy about. Now, don't get it twisted. K-Shine and Rock, they get busy at times, but to me, they're not somebody that I would go search all through the net to see their battles. They're not somebody that I'm so hyped to watch. Like, I bought that card, that resolution card, as did many of you out there. Even people that kind of like Rock and Shine. They bought that card because of Cassidy versus Goodz, because of Cassidy. Let's keep it a buck. And they don't like that, so they're going to do everything in their power to make sure they keep the narrative on. Industry rappers cannot F with battle rappers. Then he talked about, he did give Cassidy props for the promo, but at the end of the day, that is self-explanatory. All you have to do is go back and listen to that whole campaign, that whole run with the promo with Cassidy, and that's self-explanatory. Of course you're going to give him that, because whether you give it to him or not, he got it. You see what I'm saying? That's something that ain't even up for debate. That is what it is. Cassidy has put out the best promo than anybody in battle rap history. That's facts. You see what I'm saying? But it doesn't benefit Shine to say that Cassidy did good. Like I said, if you notice, none of them are saying Cassidy. I ain't gonna say none of them because I didn't, listen to all of them, the battle rappers and their opinions on the battle. But most of what I heard, they're literally saying Cassidy did not get a round, which we all know the first round was Cassidy's best round. Cassidy's first round was better than K-Shine, all three of K-Shine rounds. Let's keep it a buck versus Rock. It was better than all three of Rock's rounds. Let's keep it a buck. If we really want to go there, Cassidy's first round was probably the best round of the whole event. Twerk had some crazy rounds, so I ain't going to say too much. John had some nice material. Rum Nitty was going off like he usually do. T-Top third round was crazy, so we might, it's between Cassidy first round and T-Top third round. T-Top might take the cake, but at the end of the day, you don't see Tay-Rock or K-Shine nowhere in that equation. So I don't know why he out here talking crazy like that, like he just some type of god or something. You see what I'm saying? And I respect Ice. I respect Head Ice, but Head Ice need to get in there with my man Jag, man. I think Jag could destroy Head Ice. You see what I'm saying? Head Ice, a savvy veteran. He gonna come in there with that street talk, but Jag could talk it just as good, maybe even better. You see what I'm saying? And we all know that Jag can spit way better than Head Ice. Head Ice can't rap nowhere near better than Jag. You see what I'm saying? So, and Suge too. Suge need to go in there and get in there with Jag. He talking about battling Cassidy. He talking about getting in there with the GOAT. But you can't even get past Chef Trez. Chef Trez got that battle 2-1, arguable 3-0. But it's just funny how they out here talking trash, talking all this trash like they like that. But for real, I no lie, peoples. I went to the kitchen, started washing dishes. Like, I'm not that impressed with K-Shine and Tay-Rock. I never have been. And all the crowd does is they gas them. They're nothing too much. No, they got punches here and there, lines here and there. We're going to keep it a buck. But they're nothing too much but stage presence and performance. That's all they are. And aggression. That's all they are. And we keeping it completely honest. Like, I went back and I looked at that K-Shine versus Jay Mills. Jay Mills was talking mad trash. Jay Mills wasn't trash like people trying to say he was. That battle, he did not dog him out like they said he did. Like K-Shine did. He did not dog Jay Mills like people saying he was. That's the gas. But when it come out on footage, you can really see what it is. Like, we gonna be able to see what really happened with Cassidy, between Cassidy and Goodz. You know, I've already watched the battle like 3 times already, and I still stick with my opinion. If you're gonna give Goodz any round, we'll give him the second. But they're not giving Cassidy any rounds. That's how you know they biased. We know it was no way at HELL that Goodz got Cassidy in that first round. There's no way. We talking about first or second, top 2 best rounds of the night between Cassidy and T-Top. Cassidy first round, T-Top third. This is facts. You know, you can sprinkle Romnitty second in there. I seen the whole card. I watched the whole card. Even when I went in the kitchen, and I still was listening to the words. I still was listening to what K-Shine and Rock was saying, even though I went in the kitchen. I ain't gonna lie to you, I almost went halfway to sleep when Shotgun Suge part came. When he threw the apron on and he, started spitting his trash. We gonna keep it a buck. But, y'all let me know how y'all feel, man. I just had to jump in and get my little take on that, because I thought it was like, K-Shine had a lot of nerve to get out there and talk about what Cassidy did and did not do. And I just listened to some of the worst content I ever heard between him and Rock. See, that's the thing, man. People ain't talking. You don't hear nobody. Everybody's still talking about Goodz and Cassidy. Nobody's talking about K-Shine and Rock. Only people that's talking about K-Shine and Rock are your J Blacks, you see what I'm saying? Your Vada Fly, your all the people that support URL. Ain't nobody talking about that, because that battle was not impressive like that. But see, they don't want to give Cassidy no type of shine. I already know what it is. I used to hoop I ain't gonna say I used to hoop. This was about a couple years ago. I was hooping, man, and I was in another hood, and I was dominating. Like, I play ball, I was dominating, and the dudes was out there hyping me up from the other hood. And you know how you go, you from one hood, you go to another hood, and you dominate over there. You like the newbie over there, and the dudes over in their hood is like, man, he that dude, he nice. And them dudes stopped passing me the ball. They stopped giving me the ball. I was like, pass the ball, they look at me and then look the other way, pass it to their man. Hating. Same thing that's going on with K-Shine, man. They hating, man. They have got together and decided we ain't giving these industry dudes no type of light. And at the end of the day, that's sad, because Cassidy on numerous occasions has gave them all type of light. Shoot. His promo, is actually helping them. It's giving them a blueprint. Everything that Cassidy is doing is helping them. But that's what haters do, man. Like I always say, so you can't change people. Some people are just gonna be who they are, man. And that is what it is, man. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, man. Spread the word. Like I said, I appreciate the love. Let's continue to, spread love, and let's continue to push that envelope, man. All right. Love y'all. Peace.